the appearance of Hector Camacho into the ring. He looks very relaxed, and the usual macho man presentation being made here. Sugar De Leon, a fellow champion from Puerto Rico, is in the ring. You saw him regain his cruiserweight crown on CBS a few weeks ago in Las Vegas over S.D. Gordon. And the ring announcer, Luis Guerrero, is making the introductions of the fighters. And we are about ready to go.
Tim, as far as the corners are concerned, Limon does have an advantage because there is some shade in his corners. They flipped the coin, and Limon won this corner. That could be a factor.
That might be an omen if he won the toss for the former champion to perhaps regain his crown here today. The vacant title, of course, still in dispute by the champion Bobby Chacon. WBC says Chacon is no longer the champion because he failed to meet what they say was a contractual agreement to meet Hector Camacho. So it is Camacho and Limon. Limon ranked number 3, Camacho number 1. And a very live crowd awaiting the start of this bout with high anticipation. Scoring will be done by 3 judges at ringside. Hector Chaumont from Argentina, Dimas Hernandez from Venezuela, and Moises Cister from Brazil. The referee is from Las Vegas, Nevada, Richard Steele, and he is calling the 2 combatants to the center of the ring for final instructions. The Limon corner now taking their time as they were in there waiting for Camacho to enter, and now taking their own time coming out from the corner. Well, a finally more placid Hector Camacho, finally down off his toes. He's been bouncing for nearly 2 hours. The weigh-in was at 7 a.m. this morning, and Camacho came in at exactly 130. Remember, he has fought his last several fights at the 135-pound limit. Rafael Limon weighed in, as you can see, at 129 1/2. He is 29 years of age, has a height advantage of 2 inches. He has a great advantage in experience, 47 victories, 12 losses, and 2 draws with 35 knockouts. Hector Camacho in his 22nd professional bout, 11 KOs along the way. So a somewhat chaotic start here at Iran Bithorn Stadium in San Juan. There are people still standing around the ringside area, and many have surged down from the seats in this baseball stadium to get closer to the action. And a bell for round number 1. Richard Steele, the referee, calls him to the center of the ring. A quick start by Camacho. He landed a left hand that knocked Limon back into his corner. Limon in white, Camacho on the leopard skin front.
The hand speed between both fighters is like night and day. Camacho is so fast, and he knows he's hopping right on Limon, and Limon will be completely overwhelmed by Camacho's hand speed.
One thing we know about Limon is that he can punch. He has 35 knockouts. He is a gamester, and he is a slow starter.
He also takes a tremendous punch, Tim. We saw Navarrete hit him on the chin with bombs, and nothing happened, and he's a good puncher.
His last outing, he lost his title to Bobby Chacon in December of 1982. Has not fought since then. Camacho's last outing was in April, a 10-round decision over Elias Cubanito Perez in Phoenix in the lightweight bout. Under a minute to go in this opening round, scheduled for 12 under the WBC rules. Title fights are 12 rounds.
Limon's punches are telegraphic. He comes out, you can tell what he's going to do. And what is going to happen with Camacho, he's going to time it, counter-punch him, and probably get him out of there.
Well, you know, we say that Limon takes a real good punch, but when Camacho hits you, sometimes you don't see the punch coming, and when that happens, it could be curtains. He gets those angles on you, always moving side to side.
One thing about it, Gil, Limon can take one good shot, but Camacho throws his punches in a series of combinations.
I like the way he dances as he's punching. Always gets that angle.
Both fighters sweating freely here in the first round. Camacho warmed up so much that he's already quite a bit wetter than Limon. 90-degree temperatures in San Juan.
Camacho has to watch out for Limon's the way he punches. His punches are not really straight. He punches roundhouse, but he puts a lot of power behind him. like those body shots thrown by Limon.
Under 30 seconds to go in round number 1.
You know, I think the way to fight a guy like Limon that throws wide punches is to move to him. That way he'll be throwing punches around your neck all night long. If you try to dance and move, sometimes he can catch you at the end of one of those long punches.
Final seconds of the first round, scheduled for 12, live from San Juan, Puerto Rico. Hector Camacho and Bazooka Limon.
Crap. Only at Sears.
Round number 2. Live from San Juan, Hector Camacho in the leopard skin trunks, making a new sartorial display here in this bout against Rafael Bazooka Limon in white. Richard Steele, the referee from the U.S., Las Vegas, Nevada.
You notice there, Camacho gave Limon some angles, lateral movement. That too confused the fighter.
Turn to his birthplace for the Macho Man. Happy to be fighting for the world title here in Puerto Rico. The sun starting to spread across the ring now as it starts to sink in the west here in Puerto Rico.
Although Limon doesn't have a style, he's very smart.
Good combination scored by Camacho. Spinning Limon now. Limon gets back to the center of the ring.
You have to keep in mind, Tim, that Limon is catching some of those shots on his shoulders. Watch your head.
61 fights for Bazooka Limon, 29 years of age.
Tim, you can see the experience with Limon. He's a very, very relaxed guy.
Now, most of the attention, as expected, here in Puerto Rico, and the 10 days Limon has been here, is centered around his opponent Camacho. But it hasn't bothered him at all. Good solid right landed by Camacho, trying to follow up.
Ray, as you mentioned, Limon takes one good punch. If you hit him on the chin, he can take it. But what happens when that second and third one lands? And that's what Camacho just did in that exchange.
Two southpaws at work here, but of course with the movement that Camacho gives you, it doesn't seem to make much difference whether he's fighting an orthodox fighter or another left-hander. Under a minute to go, round 2.
What you might see happen when Limon reaches in, like there, Camacho's going to catch me because he has this kind of type of speed to deal with the fighter that's reaching in.
Right hand scored by Camacho, snap back the head of Limon. Under 30 seconds to go, round 2.
Camacho had to say to himself, what happened? I hit him with my best punch. It didn't even wobble, and that was some right hook.
None of those 3 punches that got a stir from the crowd really scored. Limon blocked all 3, that last exchange. Final seconds coming up in round number 2, scheduled for 12.
Come on.
Round number 3, scheduled for 12, live from San Juan, Puerto Rico. Tim Ryan with Gil Clancy, Sugar Ray Leonard, watching Hector Camacho and Bazooka Limon for the vacant WBC Super Featherweight crown at 130 pounds.
Tim, Camacho looks in tremendous shape. I had a chance to speak with a friend of mine, Robert Boo Boo Sawyer, who trained with Camacho. He says Camacho's speed and power is there.
He is in outstanding shape. He said he felt nasty having to stay down at 130 pounds these last several weeks. He's been down around 132 and came in right on the money. But he feels comfortable a little higher than that, up around the lightweight of 135. Well, there's the typical Camacho move, ducking under the wild left hand of Limon and spinning himself back out in front, and these knowledgeable fight fans here enjoy it.
Limon has to get inside, Tim, and he has to work Camacho's body. That's the only part of Camacho that I think he's going to be able to hit for a while, until Camacho slows down a little bit.
Camacho missed with the right hand. sun is out of both corners now. In fact, a little bit of it more back in Limon's corner. Most of it is in the neutral corner to our right on the far side of the ring. Again, Camacho missing rather badly. Maybe a little over anxious.
I feel that what Limon is trying to do is trying to make Camacho blow himself out. Throw a lot of punches and tire. But I doubt that's going to happen with Camacho. He looks in great shape.
You can see the sun now just on the far right corner of the ring. Pretty soon we'll be in total shadow as it sinks below the stadium roof here.
Gil, Limon just went to the body. I think he hurt.
I think he hurt me. That's about all he can do, Ray. This is Camacho. Someone lose some time. Camacho must have hurt you.
Gave him a good right to the body. Catching Limon coming in. Third round action. Under a minute to go.
Limon looks very, very slow, but he's pretty hard to hit himself. He's a real old cutie.
61 professional ring wars. Has had 4 bouts with Bobby Chacon, and no doubt is watching this fight with particular interest today out of Sacramento.
But you have to think, brothers, the fights that Limon has had, it's pretty much been wars. And whether or not they've taken anything out of him. Well, how much does he have left?
Question may be answered here today. Under 30 seconds to go in the third round.
That punch rocked Limon.
Coming to the end of the third round. They'll be back. Down goes Limon with a left hand at the bell. Just prior to the bell. Limon has to take the count. He's still moving. Richard Steele now lets him go to his corner. Having made sure he's all right, but a knockdown with about 2 seconds left in round 3 from a crashing left hand by Hector Camacho.
And Tim, we mentioned that Limon could take a punch, and that was just one punch. It was a one-punch knockdown. Camacho has some kick in that left hand.
Camacho people have been claiming that they will knock out Limon. Limon, when he has been stopped a few times in his career, has usually been stoppages from cuts.
It was a left hand that put Limon in trouble, and the same left hand that put him down.
See it again here, Ray.
Well, here we see Camacho, left hand. And it was the same exact left hand that put him down. Right from the start.
Right over the somewhat slow right hand lead of Limon. The left scored, down he went. We're back in round number 4 as Camacho has scored the first knockdown in his quest for the title. See what that does to Limon. Usually when he gets hurt, he battles back. Whether he's able to is the question we'll have answered here this afternoon.
Tim, he looks like he's fighting in slow motion compared to Camacho's speed. Looks like guys in different gears.
Camacho's doing the right thing. He's using that jab, and he's not rushing himself now. Although he put Limon down, he's still taking his time. He's thinking.
A little swelling, redness under the right eye of Limon.
That was from that big left hand, Tim.
The way it looks, that same punch is going to put Limon back on the canvas.
He almost did it as you said it, Ray.
Good combination scored by Camacho and good defense on the return blows from Limon.
Camacho now, he's starting to measure Limon with that jab. See, the left hand comes right after that jab.
We're in the 4th round, scheduled for 12. Sugar Ray Leonard, Gil Clancy, and Tim Ryan live from San Juan. The championship quest of Hector Camacho and the perhaps last hurrah in his try for the 3rd time to win this same crown he has held twice before by Bazooka Limon. Left hand landed by Limon.
Good left hand, Tim.
Right on the butt.
He has Hector on his bicycle for a minute now.
Camacho with a good right hand inside. Wobbled the legs of Limon.
Limon has has scored more this round, Tim, than he has in the previous 3. At least he's starting to reach Camacho now, a little bit.
Camacho concentrating extremely well right now, very intense, having knocked down Limon at the end of round 3.
You know, Tim, Camacho is a good boxer. Most times when guys are good boxers, they really follow the rules. But Camacho is no altar boy in there. He's a rough kid.
Well, Camacho has the talent and the speed to make his opponent miss and get away. But sometimes he should stay there and take advantage of it.
We're under 20 seconds to go, round 4.
Beautiful combination by Camacho then, Tim.
Approaching the end of this 4th round with Hector Camacho establishing an early lead, and a left hand hurt Limon again at the bell.
Come close. Closer.
Slimming in diagonal.
Kenny Whetstone in a middleweight brawl, plus the start of our women's survival.
The bell for round 5 sounded. Limon's people didn't have his mouthpiece in, so he was late coming out for the round. And you saw him hurt again at the end of round 4. He did not go down, but he was hurt just as the bell sounded ending round 4. 5th round scheduled for 12. The partisan Puerto Rican crowd on its feet between rounds, hoping to see yet another Puerto Rican world champion. Limon, the Mexican, knowing that the crowd is all behind Hector Macho Camacho.
Those are some very good body shots thrown by Limon. And they're very effective, especially in the late rounds, if this fight should go the distance, Tim.
Also a good rabbit punch, Ray.
Which he just got warned for by referee Richard Steele.
It's been a very masterful fight for Camacho. Here he's pretty much boxing, doing what he wants to do, taking advantage of the opportunity when it permits himself.
Limon loading up on those body shots.
When he does, he leaves himself wide open, though, Tim. He's going to get nailed. And he drops those hands. There's an example of the difference in the speed of Camacho's hands and how slow Limon is punching.
Camacho scored a good left, and Limon scored back with a left.
It's just truly amazing.
Down goes Limon with a body shot. Now, whether Limon feels he was hit low, I'm not sure. He's up on his feet and apparently all right. Referee has not given any warning. What do you think, Ray?
Oh, that was a beautiful combination to the body. He's hurt. Camacho should go right back to the body, and he'll put him down again.
Now Limon indicating that it was a low blow, but the referee didn't call it that way. Camacho on the attack.
Tim, the punches look like borderline punches to me. I couldn't see them low.
Limon in difficulty on the ropes as Camacho pours it on.
Camacho should go right back to that body, Tim. It's a soft spot.
Combination of the head sends Limon right through the ropes. Bazooka Limon now in severe difficulty. He doesn't know where he is. Smiling at his corner, but I'm not sure he knows whether it's a knockdown or where he is. Now he shoots his arms up to tell the referee he's all right. But he's been down twice in this 5th round. There is no 3 knockdown rule. It's up to the referee's discretion. And that is all. Richard Steele has stopped the fight. Hector Camacho has scored a 5th round knockout and won the vacant WBC Super Featherweight crown. The usual chaotic scene in the ring as Hector Camacho's journey to the World Championship has culminated here with a 5th round knockout of former champion Bazooka Limon in the country of his birthplace of the island territory of the United States, just a few miles from Bayamon. And there will be celebrating in Spanish Harlem and New York City tonight. And all over the island of Puerto Rico as Hector Camacho is the champion. His mother, Maria, trying to get into the ring along with the crowd. His girlfriend, Keisha Colon from New York City. And a very weary-looking Bazooka Limon, having offered his congratulations, being assisted back to his corner. The champion, Hector Camacho, enjoying his triumph in the arms of his girlfriend and his mother.
Tim, the thing that surprised me was the punching power of Camacho. He really has matured as a puncher.
To list the 130-pound championship, he says he wants the lightweight and the junior welterweight crowns before he's done. Let's go back into the action in that 5th round. This is the final knockdown, a combination sending Limon through the ropes. We'll see that same knockdown again.
It was such a magnificent display of talent by Camacho. Here he's putting his punches together. He's going to the body, and he can punch a man going down. That's hand speed for you, Tim.
Just too much for the veteran Bazooka Limon. And there is the most colorful figure in boxing today, Hector Macho Camacho, who has his world championship. And we'll be back to talk with the new champion. Right now, let's take you back to our studios in New York and Brent Musburger.
All right, Tim, thank you. I tell you, our guy King was sticking close to that signature, wasn't he? He wants to promote a few more of those Camacho fights. We're going to hear from Hector with Tim Ryan shortly, but I want to remind you that we still have a lot more to come for you this of us as we continue in just a moment.
When athlete's foot makes...
Absorbing Junior in
We want to show you some more action from that fight. 2 more rounds, but power has been restored down at San Juan, Puerto Rico. Let's go back now to Tim Ryan with the Macho Man. Tim?
Well, Brent, not only did the champion knock out Bazooka Limon, he knocked out our power down here, evidently. We're sorry for the delay getting back. We thank you for staying here and all of your excitement, Hector. You said you'd do it. You must feel wonderful.
Yeah, I just want to say something. I sting like a butterfly. No, I fly like a butterfly, sting like a bee. I ain't Ali. I'm just a Macho Man.
Just a Macho Man. There wasn't any doubt in your mind about winning this.
I keep telling you, I'm going to be a 3-time champion because I'm the Macho Man and I'm dominating the game. It's my time. Macho time.
What do you suppose is going on back in Spanish Harlem right now?
Everybody's going crazy like everybody around here.
Let's go back and take a look at that final knockdown. You had him down with a body punch. Now you have him on the ropes. You know he's finished here.
Well, I was just taking my time. You know, I was just setting him up until I catch him and have him going and keep him going. And there he goes.
Obviously, the most interested spectator anywhere in America today is Bobby Chacon. What are your plans for him now?
Well, hey, you know, I signed to fight Bobby. I'll fight Larry Holmes, Jerry Cooney. I'll fight anybody. I didn't check him out. He did. I'm here. I'll fight anybody. I fight Gomez. I want Gomez. I want Solis. And later on, the Chacon won the shot. Let him wait for me, because I'm the Macho Man.
All right, there is the new super featherweight champion, Hector Macho Camacho. And there is great celebration in San Juan, Puerto Rico, and in Spanish Harlem tonight. Let's take you back to Brent